If you like fantasy Premier League football, the Premier League, or any football actually, for that matter, then this video is just for you. This video sounds a bit like an ad, but considering I have 150 subscribers, it's not many, this obviously isn't an ad. It's just a video I thought I would do. It's a bit different to my regular videos. I usually just do videos on football topics and opinions. My last video was, will Arsenal win the Premier League? This one, yeah, is a bit different, but I promise it will be a fun video and interesting and definitely worth your time. The Premier League have officially partnered with Sorare. Sorare is a platform where you can create and sell collectible, unique NFTs in the form of digital trading cards. It's very similar to Fantasy Premier League. You've probably played it. It's a very rough subject at the moment. Each card is a one-of-a-kind stored on the Ethereum blockchain. I know if you don't know what these words are, it's a lot, but I will explain to you. The Ethereum blockchain is what supports exchanging digital assets. By using the Ethereum network, these NFTs are securely bought, traded. What this does is allow a secure and accessible market for NFTs. And Ethereum, you've probably heard of that word before. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency. Yeah, you can buy it. That's what you use to trade. Now, interestingly, this is only the second really big NFT partnership with an English club. The first was actually Crawley United. They partnered with Wagme United. They also have another art NFT on the top. It's called a Chromie Squiggle. I'll show it now. I thought this would be a very cool video to check out. Now, the main place to go usually is Twitter for information. That's where these platforms usually put all the information. So as you can see here, I'm gonna try not to make the mouse so clicky, so loud. You can see the advert there. As you can see, there's only a few hours to get your game week in. So it is like Fantasy Premier League. There is a deadline every single week. And here you can see the man himself, Mr. Here We Go, Fabrizio Romano. He is, part of Sorare. And here you can see a beginner's guide. So you can actually watch this video, and it does go on the website. We'll go on the website now. But before we do that, I always like to look at the followers. So you can see OpenSea. OpenSea is the main NFT marketplace. Brett Malinowski is someone that knows a lot about NFTs. You probably know Hamill if you watch this channel. He is a member on Football Daily, the Premier League, of course. Fabrizio Romano, AC Milan. Chris is the owner of a crypto exchange called crypto.com. And the Spurs Web, I am a Spurs fan, so I follow them. So they follow Sorare as well. I think this is always good to do with NFTs. Always check who they follow and who they're followed by. But let's head over to the website. Now, I have actually signed up already. What we're going to do is we're going to actually make my team. So we're going to go Premier League, and let's have a look at the beginner's guide. So how Sorare works. Sorare is a revolutionary fantasy football game transforming fans into owners. With Sorare, you build your club from the ground up by scouting, trading and winning amazing rewards in our fantasy competitions. So it's a bit, it's pretty much like Fantasy Premier League, but you're a bit more of an owner on this one, I guess, which is what they tried to say. I think that's because you can pay for cards if you want. Okay, the rules for drafting your squad. To begin, select 8 players from the league of your choice with a 400-point budget. So usually in the normal fantasy you get, how many players is it? So you get 11, 4 subs, I think 15 players with a £100 million budget. This time it's 8 players with a 400-point budget, so it's a bit different. A player's last 15 game score average determines their budget points value, so it's a bit more on form. Players' last 15 scores less than 40, I just had voice crack, or played less than 3 games in the last 15, their budget points value is set at 40. Yeah, I think that's quite fair. So maybe a good investment would be an injured player who you think could do well in the future. If a player played 3 games or less in the last 15 games, his budget point value is set at 40. You can have a maximum of 2 players from the same club. On Fantasy, it's 3. At the end of each game week, you can swap 2 players within your draft budget. Again, yeah, you can make transfers. Okay, now composing your team. Once you've selected your initial 8 players, it's time to compose your 5-player lineup consisting of 1 goalkeeper, 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward, and 1 extra player, which is any player in an outfield position. Select the letter C to assign your team captain. Choose wisely as your captain's score will be boosted by 50%. Yeah, the normal fantasy, it is 100%, you get double points. So this one's 50%. So if your player gets 10 points and you've captained them, they will get 15 points. You have to have one player in every position. I think that's good, otherwise everyone would have Salah, Haaland, Kane, Rashford, and an Ivan Toney. Also, it's 5 players and then 3 subs. So revolutionary scoring matrix. Scoring is designed to best match players' contribution to their team's success, from goals and assists to nuanced actions like tackles, long passes, and duels won. Sorare's sophisticated scoring system tracks 48 different stats. The player's score ranges from 0 to 100. I've seen the different stats. Yeah, like I said, there are duels won, long passes, completed passes, dribble success rate. It's quite in-depth. And you can win rewards. Each game week, your team's performance will help you win incredible digital card rewards, signed jerseys, matchday tickets, and more. I don't know how good you have to be to win those, but what we're going to do now is actually draft my team. This could take a while. Obviously, I will cut the video down so you won't see as much, but we've got a budget of 400 here, 400 points. I have 8 players to buy. So the question is, who do I buy? So I'm going to go and sort by highest points, we'll go lowest points actually. Try and pick up a good keeper for a little budget. I think I'll go for Gavin Bazunu, who I don't rate too high. None of these really play at the moment. Jose Sarr is not a bad option, especially with Lopetegui there now. Emiliano Martinez, Unai Emery more likely to keep clean sheets, definitely. Robert Sanchez, I think, is a good shout. You know what? We're going to go with... I think Robert Sanchez is a great shout. Brighton, can they keep it up? Bournemouth at home? Let's do it. Robert Sanchez is in. We do need to choose 2 keepers. So now we'll go with with the cheapest keeper. Is it Jose Sarr? Surely. We'll select Jose Sarr. So the keepers are done. So Luis Diaz, look, is 40 because he's been injured. But he's obviously a quality player when he plays. He's not back for a while though, I don't think. Anthony hasn't really hit it at Manchester United yet. None of these are really appealing to me right now. Mateta, no. Cornet, thought he would do more for West Ham. And Nketiah is probably a good option. I keep Eddie and Nketiah on the short list. Lucas Moura, no. Costa, no. Oh, by the way, so in Sorare, these common cards, they're great. This is your first team. You can upgrade this by getting, I think there are 1,000 blue cards. There are 100 red cards, and I think there's 10 yellow cards. I think that's how it goes. So this is obviously just our common team for now. So it's not very rare. Martinelli, not a bad option. Rodrigo as well. Starting to get into a few good players here. Does he get enough? Rashford, I think, is a great shout, actually. Guy looks scary. Son's not been on form. Of course, these are your most expensive players. I don't know why Cody Gakpo is the most expensive one. Kulusevski maybe doesn't get enough goals. And Spurs are not playing very well. I wouldn't go for him or Kane. Well, Kane does have 16 goals in the Premier League, so he's obviously a good shout. I don't know why Fofana's 54 either. I think a bit of a mistake maybe from their end on Sorare. I'm not just going to kiss their asses. I think that's a bit stupid that Bowen's 55 and that Fofana's 54. I don't understand that. I think Rashford is a great shout. I'm going to select Marcus Rashford as one of my forwards. Casemiro, not even a bad option. McAllister as well. But it's not just goals, you have to consider dribbles, complete, all the other stats, underlying stats of these players. Who's impressive? And I think, Bentancur is not a bad option. A Douglas Luiz, Alexis McAllister, of course. Caicedo's a good shout. Caicedo's not a bad shout, but how will he come straight back into that Brighton team after January? I'm not sure. Mitoma. Mitoma's a good shout as well. Morgan Gibbs-White. That is not a bad shout. And you know what? I'm going to take Morgan Gibbs-White. I think that's a really good option for us. Anderson, really good player. Tricky with the centre-backs. Anthony Robinson. His stats are not the best, so I'm not sure to go with him as the best option. Rico Lewis is not bad. I don't know. I think he's a little bit overrated though. I think Rico Lewis is getting a lot of hype I'm not sure it's like, I think he's good, but against that Arsenal team, I thought he was, in that Arsenal game, I thought he was a little bit out of his depth. I'm struggling to talk. Ben Davis, we're not going to go for Ben Davis. Kera, no. I think Sven Botman. I think Sven Botman is a good one for us. We have 3 players, 162, so the average is about 50. So we've given ourselves quite a lot of money due to the goalkeepers. Ait Nouri playing quite well. You know what, I'm going to go with Ait Nouri. I think that's good. And then in the midfield, we have quite a lot of money here. So we can really get anyone we want. Okay, so the strikers, of course, Erling Haaland is very tempting, and De Bruyne. We could get Haaland and De Bruyne in. Good. Do I want that? I sort of want a Spurs player because I'm a Spurs fan. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Haaland, and then I'm going to take, I could get Kevin De Bruyne, but I want a bit of money. I think the signing of Pedro, Kulusevski's an attacker. Why is he an attacker? That is a nightmare. I was going to get Kulusevski, Kane and Haaland and De Bruyne. I want a Spurs player. You know what, I'm going to go with Harry Kane. No, but Haaland's at a good price. You know what, for now I'm going to go with Harry Kane because I want a Spurs player. And I'm going to go for Kevin. It's over, my budget is over by 4. It's not doable. It's not doable. This is devastating. I'm going to go with Haaland. We're going to get rid of De Bruyne. Getting rid of De Bruyne. No, we're not. We're going to keep De Bruyne and Haaland. We're keeping them. Okay. Confirm draft. Now we're going to do this. I don't know what I'm doing from here, by the way. Compose your lineup. Now that you have your squad, let's see set your lineup for the first tournament. Pick the players that will score the most in the upcoming game week. Ooh, look at this. Compose your lineup. Okay, we're going to go with Robert Sanchez. He's got, who's he got? Like Bournemouth at home. We're going to go with Sven Botman and, it's got to be right but there. We're going to put Morgan Gibbs White, but there. No, we're not. Kevin De Bruyne with Erling Haaland and Marcus Rashford. Look at this team. And then as captain, we're going to go with, who's Haaland playing? Tottenham. Marcus Rashford's playing Crystal Palace. Obviously, Kevin's away. We're going to select Marcus Rashford as the captain. Confirm. Okay, now this is my team, Premier League amateur team. And yeah, that was quite fun. As you can see, I am the 187,000, nearly 188,000 person to do this. So there's quite a lot of people on here, and yes, this is cool. I have to upload a little picture as well. Let's edit. What happens if I press edit? It just takes us back to the team. What does L15 mean? I don't know what that means. What's these points? Average score. Right, so the last 5 games. Marcus Rashford's score is 60. Okay, last 15. Kevin De Bruyne with the highest score. Okay, got it. So now I'm going to show you the market. Now this is the part where the Ethereum bit comes into it, and NFTs and cryptocurrency, and moving into that space. Because if you go on featured, you can see here all the different players. You can see that there's a Jack Grealish for £60. Now this is, no one's going to buy that likely, but you can already see if you were in early on here, you made some bank. So yeah, £60 or 0.041 ETH, 451 ETH. Again, Tielemans £44. This is the way football, this is the way sport, the world is going. I think it's great. I'm already a little bit addicted, to be honest. I'm going to look at this for the next hour or so. I'm quite excited. What about if we go manager sales? Can you get managers? No, so you can bid on players. So you are really like an owner, which is really cool. Of course, it's quite expensive at the moment, but you know, you can get an Iberia Eze for £26 if you want. What I will say is, I'm not going to tell you to do this, but there are a chance with the prices, I'd be careful. There are a chance you could buy one for £60 and then in 2 weeks it could be £10. You know, you could lose £50. But then there's also a chance it could go up to £200 in the future. Just be very wary of it. Don't just buy it. You know, think about it first. But I am really liking this. But yeah, you know, there's auctions to buy players. If we go on play, upcoming, you can join a league if you want. Premier League Amateur. I'm already in this because I think you just get automatically drafted in. But yeah, you can redraft if you want. If you didn't like your first team, you can do that. I like my first team. My club overview. I'm just gonna have a little, you know, tour of this website of everything. Cards. So these are the cards that I have. You know, let's see if I can auction them. Or I don't think so because the scarcity is common. The bonus is 5%. Okay. Okay. Achievements. So these little coins here that I'm seeing, there's a balance. Okay, club shop. Okay, and with these coins you can buy things. Yeah, but I think for players, I think it's mainly, it's definitely mainly Ethereum and pounds that you need to buy players. So yeah, I like this idea. I think it's very cool. I will be on here, I will be playing. If you have watched this video, send me your team on my Twitter. My Twitter is DylanShay19. And if you have enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe if you are new, and thank you for watching.